Hi friends, welcome or welcome back to Dating My Budget. My name is Nita and I'm on the journey to becoming a financial warrior. I'm giving myself financial options with the help of zero-based budgeting, the cash envelope system, and savings challenges. And today we're about to stuff my first paycheck of April. But before we get into the cash stuffing, I did not record a budget with me. So I just wanted to go over my plan, spending, and cash planning. You guys see that for the next quarter, we're working with pink. The previous quarter, we had this like beige khaki. Every quarter, the color changes. All right, just a quick overview. Paycheck came in at $997.73. $45.73 went to the investments, $35.73 to mine, and then this kid account get $10 per month, so $10 per kid. Over here to the bills, bills got $353. The first two lines stay in the bank. I'm a month ahead, so I'm just replenishing my bills account. And then that's my cushion at $50. Everything else here, it will be cash stuff, and we'll break down further in the cash stuffing. In my savings and debt area, new car, we're giving it $290. And then back up here to our variable expenses, which is our cash wallet. We gave it a total of $150. Normally it gets $140. And we'll talk about why this increased. And lastly is the sinking funds. We gave it a total of $159. That was our budget. And at the bottom here, we got our total budget, which was $997.73. That's how much we spent, allocated, spread out. We made sure everything had a job, so we're left with zero. And over here is the cash planning. And you guys will notice a slight variation in the color because these pages that you guys see is me in the process of trying out different colors, different layouts. So this is more like lilac-ish, like a pink lilac. And then this is more like a nude pink. And so I was torn because I really love this, but I really love that. And I'm kind of going with more nude this year in my planner. And so this is the winner. But I want to see it on camera as well. So this was intentional. It's my point. So over here, just my cash breakdown. Prop cash, we got $290, and cash $487 for a total of $777 that we're stuffing in cash. And we're about to go over all these numbers in the cash stuffing. All right, and so as we mentioned, we're stuffing $777. That's what we counted. That matches up. As always, I like to start with my cash wallet. We have here my daily spending wallet that I carry with me everywhere. And then this is my cash wallet buffer. Any rollover that we have at the end of every paycheck or every 2-week cycle, we roll over to the cash wallet buffer. The cash wallet buffer comes in and saves the day if I overspend or if I want to stock up on some grocery items, I have somewhere to pull it from. Just an example. Now, for groceries, we spent everything. Car juice, we have 15 remaining. We have $5 that's going to go to my $5 jar. $10 is going to roll to car juice. And that's one thing I'm still remembering that I'm doing this year is a $5 challenge. And I did forget my jar, so let me grab that. So this is where we keep our $5. Nothing for home goods. It didn't receive anything last paycheck, so it's still empty. Dine out, we have a little something. And it has 22. It started with 25. And honestly, I don't even know why I spent the $3. So we're gonna roll over 22. I have to check my tracker. Kid cash. The kids did spend. And then nothing here in beauty or miscellaneous. So this cycle we only have $5 to go to our $5 jar. Something is better than nothing. All right, and so that is it for my cash wallet binder or cash wallet buffer. Now we can stuff our cash wallet. So the cash wallet is going to get a total of $150. The first category, groceries, we're going to get a $50 bill. I'm trying something new because since I increased my cash wallet amount from 40 to 50, y'all, I've been making sure I spend it. And it's just from sale to sale on a weekly basis. I'm getting my fruits, veggies, seasoning, and that's usually the main things. But sometimes, well, a lot of times lately, there's been a lot of things, buy one, get one in the grocery store. So I just been kind of stocking up. So eventually this category will have some rollover. That's not the goal, but it's like, I do like to see rollover, even if it's just $1. So I'm putting in a $50 bill to see if it plays with my mental of how much I want to spend, at least the first week. But I do have to pick up my weekly fruits and vegetables because I just like to buy them fresh, so I don't have to worry about them going bad, and that's just my routine. Next is card use. You guys, I'm increasing card use from $50 to $65 for this week or the next 2 weeks because I got my new car. I've got my SUV. I got it earlier than planned. Planned to do it in June, but we got it sooner than later because I found what I wanted and just everything was there. I haven't filled it up yet. As most of you know, I fill up at half. That's been my thing. That seems to work. And so with my SUV, I'm going to do the same strategy. And that way, and I still have my other car. So technically I have 2 cars to put gas in week to week. So because the SUV, we're not using it on the daily. Like we didn't get it to replace my car, so to speak. It's just like when we're doing family things. You know, the guys in my family are over 6 feet tall. My son is taking after them, and so that was one of the reasons why we wanted to get the SUV. So it's just spacious for everybody. Because listen, his knees was in my back, and that's uncomfortable for him and me. So you know, we just had to make that adjustment. Just a little something like to tell you guys. It's been a pleasure being back in the V6 engine. I'm a little bit of a speed demon, but it's just I'm happy. I'm so happy. We're gonna see if this $65 is gonna be enough to cover both vehicles. Basically, what the plan is: 1 week I'll fill up my car, and then next week I'll fill up the SUV, assuming that they're at the halfway point. We just add in 15, so we have 20, 40, 50, 55, 60, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And I like to have the change here because I use my Navy Federal prepaid Go card. I have that preloaded with $75 that was in the cash wallet buffer. I put that onto that card, so I'm paying back that card as I spend from this wallet. So I have the change already to take back to the bank. Home goods is being skipped. Dine out is going to get 25. So we got 20 and a 5. And miscellaneous will be the next envelope. Normally, home goods, kid cash, and miscellaneous gets $15. So I kind of roll it from week to week or paycheck to paycheck. And so I reduced this to 10 just so I can see how we do in the whole card use category, the adding the SUV into rotation. So that is it for the wallet. Next, we're going to go into my bills / month ahead binder. And just a reminder of some dashboards I recently made. Month ahead is going to get 25. So that's 20 and a 5. And so we are up to $50. Between my paychecks, my side hustle, I stuff month ahead. And the goal is try to get this to $100 at least. But if not, progress is progress. And then we're going into the bills section. This is my monthly bills. And Amazon is going to get $6. Normally, I stuff it once a month at $12. But I'm splitting it up just to see how it works. I just been changing things around with the addition of the new car. My car, the gas went up. My car insurance went up. So, and then, we have that new debt. So just finagling some numbers. And we have 46 in Amazon. The next category is charity. And this is going to get 5. I'm already a month ahead in this category, so I'm just basically trying to stay a month ahead. And so we have 25, 30, 31. And that does it for the bills / month ahead binder. We got a total of $31. You guys, I'm enjoying the snap close binders. And the majority of these, the pebbled, I got from BZ's Budget. Or BZ Things off Etsy. Next, we're going to go into my personal binder. And it is going to get $23. We're stuffing one category, which is wellness, all the way here in the back. That was a 20 and 3 ones. 1, 2, and 3. So wellness is at 50, 70, 90, 110, 130, 150, 51, 2, 3. So 153, which is good. I mentioned a couple of videos ago, I found a powder supplement that's like all natural things that I use. I don't know if you guys are aware of monk fruit. That's like a natural sweetener. Or it's not, the body doesn't use it as sugar. So they have that. I can't wait to get my hands on it. It's replacing 96% of the monthly supplements that I take in pill form. I'll be able to take it in powder. Looking forward to that transition, but that's what I'm trying to get that built up for. Next, we're going to go into the holiday binder. This one is from the Aesthetic Dollar. We're going back to birthday gift celebration. And this one is going to get $21, so 20 and 1. Every present on here is 25. And so if I don't add 25, I'm just writing the number in the present. So I know the following stuffing, I just need to add $4 more to color a box and roll, you know, the difference to the next box. So I'm only tracking here on what I allocate in the year of 2025. We had some rollover from 2024. I'm not counting that. At the end, we should have allocated 500 to this category. That seems to work to cover birthdays and, you know, those celebrations, birthdays, gift celebrations. So we have 1, 50, 70, 80, 81, 2, 3. So as I mentioned, it's been a spending month. It's my birthday, my son's birthday month. So I already got him his gift, and he'll be going out for a family dinner. Not sure if you guys ever heard of the Rainforest Cafe. I think it's a part of Disney, but yeah, that's where he wants to go. So we're planning that. So yeah, it's gonna get hit. Next is Christmas in this binder, and Christmas is going to get 35. So that's 20, 10, and a 5. And so we took 500 to the bank last month. So 5, 20, 40, 60, 75. So 575 in Christmas. The goal is 1,000. And let's see. We'll mark this 35 here. All right, nice and dry, so we can put this back in here. And then next we have the kids binder, which I do not stuff in this video. So we're just going to give it all the cash it needs. School aid gets a total of 40. All the other categories is going to get a total of 40. So that's 2 20s. One bill they have in here, which is their whole life. And that's going to get 11. So the kids binder should have 91, 20, 40, 60, 80, 91. And you guys will see me stuff this soon, soon, soon. My second to last binder is my home and auto. This one has been updated. I got a new red acrylic in here, and this is like beige. Hopefully you guys can see that. So, and this one received the paper shimmer dashboard, home and auto. So hopefully you guys, this comes off pretty good. But I am loving these. So operating expenses only gets the rollover at the end of the month, if any, as well as car tires. Once this is fully funded, the rollover will go to car tires. Next up is Vehicle Haven. Vehicle Haven is car insurance. And I am currently with Geico. If Geico trip, I'm changing. I'll go to somebody else. So that's why I gave the envelope a kind of a generic name. And so my insurance went up $393, which isn't due till May. And as you guys, most of you know, I've been a year ahead in that. So, and just based off my premium was, I recently paid last month, was $500, I think $520. And then with the $393, that's about almost $915. So I just rounded up for 3 vehicles, and I'm giving it $77. So 50, 70, 5, 6, and 7. So that $393 increase is coming from new car. I knew the insurance was going to increase, and so all things related to the new car is going to come from that savings challenge. I'm going to continue working on it until it's finished, which I'm like almost done with. I will be finished in the first paycheck of May. So 3 more paychecks and it'll be complete. In Vehicle Haven, we have 1, 2, 3, 50, 75, 76, 77. So 377. So I'm starting to stuff this now at the rate of adding the third vehicle, you know. But in the next 6 months, I'll see if it can come down some or switch companies to get it down. With that being said, car defense is car emergency fund. Because I have a newer car, I'm not stuffing this because the $21 basically went into car insurance. Now, I have been saving $1,000 a year since the start of my journey. So in the bank, we have a decent amount. I just feel like it's always important to add to it. I lowered that amount from $1,000 to $500 in this envelope this year, anticipating the new car. And so I just skipped it just to see how things play out, my car juice and the car insurance. That's that. HOA, it's going to get 29, so 25, 1, 2, 3, 4 for 29. So HOA, we have 1, 50, 70, 90, 200, 205, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. So 213. I think I set the goal here at 700 this year. The last category in this binder is meat sweats. And this is going to get 25. So 20 and 5. The last of the real cash here. And so we have 1, 2, 50, 70, 85, 86, 87. 287. We need 300 at the beginning of May to do our next meat haul. So we are crushing that. We will definitely have more than 300. And so what's remaining is the prop cash of 290. And that goes to new car. And so the last paycheck, we scratched off 160 and 130 for the 290, which we're gonna add. And it now has 7,000, 100, 200, 300, 400, 420, 40, 60. 7,460. And the goal is 8,000. We are so close. So close. So, while I scratch and color or mark off these two numbers, I'm going to tell you guys the strategy and our plan. So, now that we got the new car. All right, 135. Ragnar is paying the car note. So our original plan was what we've done before with his car. We had enough to pay it cash, but we did not do that. Because for one, that's a large amount of money and it wasn't an emergency purchase. So we didn't want to just wipe out the emergency fund. So every month we paid $1,000, the minimum, and then the difference, $4,000. That was the plan for this car. His car, we was able to pay it off in 10 or 11 months. And then my car, or my SUV, we're giving ourselves 18 months. The strategy has changed. It's the same, but it's just changed how we're going to execute. So we thought, well, what better way? We both opened Ally accounts recently. And the strategy is pay the monthly amount, and the difference that we would normally pay to $1,000, we're just gonna let that sit and build in a savings account. So it's earning interest to help us knock down this cost of the car loan. I was like, oh, I like that. Let's do that. So that's the plan. He's gonna pay the monthly amount and at the same time transfer money into a dedicated savings account with Ally to earn interest. And we're debating if we're going to pay a lump sum at the end of every year over the next 2 years, but 18 months. But if it goes to 2 years, that's okay. And I'm going to do challenges throughout the year and, make sure I add to that pot. But the other exciting news is one of the reasons, so $275 is what we need for the next cash stuffing, which I love this number. I love that number because we've been doing over 300s for some time. So $275. So something to celebrate, and I was just so excited and proud because even though I've mentioned a few times that, since I started my journey, my sisters got involved and started her, like, focusing on her budget and her numbers, started a 10K challenge. They're buying a house, and they're trying to do everything cash outside of the house loan. She's about to pay her car off, which she just got like less than 2 years ago. So she's about to pay that off at the end of this month or the beginning of May. A lot of things happen in May. And then Ragnar just became officially debt-free outside of the house. Still have the house note. So his only two bills outside of, like, the cell phone, groceries, electric, will be the car note. But the two large bills, car note, house note, and the stuff you need to maintain month to month, those utility bills. That was one of his strategies, and it was like once everything was paid off, he was like, yeah, let's go car shopping, let's do this. I found what I want. We've been watching and looking, and it was still there. So, we pulled the trigger on it early. I'm saying all this to say that we've been planning for this for the past 2 years. We could pay the car off. Like, that was one of the things. We don't want to have more money in a car sitting in the driveway than we do in our bank account. That's why we have this strategy to pay it off and continuously save. His thing was, I'm paying $1,000 to a loan, and I'm still gonna save $1,000 every month. So it's like, 1 for 1. And then by the next 18 months, we know for sure we can keep our emergency savings, keep the works, and not blow it or, trying to be so debt free that stuff happens and then we don't have the money to cover it. And then now you back in debt because you didn't strategize or plan accordingly. It's different when you get into a debt that's planned and thought about and strategized than being forced into a debt. Other thing that happened this month was the newer car note, or the last car that we got. And his car has never been in the shop, never had any issues, but the engine light came on. And so we took that immediately. And it was so funny because we took this to the shop like Wednesday, picked it up on Friday, $2,400 later, that car is done, but I paid for that. And so that came from my car defense envelope that's in the bank. So it feels good to know that we've been planning and saving, putting money aside, and we can tag team or tap in and just help out the situation. The goal was to not let stuff break down. Like we have a house. Last year, I don't think I mentioned this. Last year, we replaced the AC unit. $10,000. That was one of his debts. That's paid off in a year's time. House is getting older. The unit's getting older. We wanted to tackle that before. Had a couple issues here and there. But, nothing major, but still annoying. Just calculated how long we've had the house. The warranty and all that pretty much was over. So we just replaced that. It's paid off. And it's just like that. Constantly doing things in that way is like, it's gratifying. The goal was he only want to have certain debts to pay for and not like knock out any of the old stuff. Here we are. And yeah, I'm so happy with how things have went since starting my budgeting journey. But that is it, you guys. That was my paycheck, and the first paycheck of April. Thank you guys so much for tuning in, and I will chat with you in the next one. But let me know, how is April for you? What's going on? Bye, you guys.